Okay. This is going to be just kind of a shorter one today. Feeling a little more tired. And I had an idea for a Civ boot logo. So we're just going to play with that. Yeah, I like doing ASCII art. So we're going to do ASCII art for Civ boot logo. Let me post this link real quick. It doesn't auto link. 1 second, sorry. There we go. All right. I don't really like the Civ boot logo. So the basic idea is I want to do an ASCII gear at the bottom that's transforming into a it's kind of transforming into a into bits that transforms into a programming language that then transforms into some programming and the Civ boot motto, which I had an idea of what to make the Civ boot motto. So I'm just trying to remember. Yeah. So one of the keys with ASCII art is if it's not working, go bigger. So we have, and you have different letters that can kind of accomplish different. So let's just get kind of a broad stroke of what we want it to look like here. Let's just use X's for we don't know. X's are pretty good. Something like that. And something like that. I think actually if I just use Vim here, copy. There we go. So that's kind of one gear. Think so. Okay, let's start with the easy cogs and then we will figure out more difficult cogs because that was kind of garbage. All right, so clearly we can do a cog like this and we can clean up various things about it, and also so we can imagine that it's, if it was just a 4 cogged guy, we could just do like this maybe. One, two, three, four, five. We're gonna do a few more because so it's actually gonna be like that. Maybe one less. This is also kind of garbage, but we're not going to worry about it right now. Okay. So maybe we'll cut these out. These are too big. Oops. I guess I have to go all the way down, don't I? Eventually, I want to make a ASCII art tool for Civ boot. Like there, maybe? Delete one of those. Okay. Yeah, this isn't looking great. So let's bring it in. See if that looks any better. Bring it a little more. Let's bring it in one more. Yeah, this is looking pretty garbage. Pretty garbage. Let's try a different strategy. Let's just make a circle of X's. And see if we can go from there at all. Can I make just, so this is kind of a basic cog, right? Is there the next level up, maybe 5? So I guess to make a cog, you need at least one. It's basically a cross. But then we could add, we could use different characters here. These, maybe hats, or these. So that's kind of a cog. And if I doesn't look anything like a cog. I tried to look for ASCII cogs. for something to mimic here. And it's all stuff like this. Uses these dots, which isn't really what I'm looking for. But this might give me a basic idea of what I'm trying to do. I mean, in essence, I could do this but bigger. So let's try that. Let's try to do that but bigger and see if we can get a rough approximation here. So let's just do like that one. So it's 4, call it 3 deep, and then yeah, I think I wasn't thinking big enough. Just go one back, another one back. Sorry. This one actually starts, you start coming back on it. It might be a little too big actually. That. Okay. We bring it up a little more. I'll do that but backwards. Alright, I can actually record a macro here. That didn't quite work, did it? I wanted to mirror it. I guess the number of rows that you go up gets less by 1 each time. So it's not actually possible to. Yeah, this is still not looking much like a cog in my opinion. And we're already up to like half the page. All right, I'm gonna call this a disaster. If anyone has the desire to try and make an ASCII art cog that turns into zeros and ones, that turns into like source code looking stuff, I think that's a pretty reasonable. That would be a pretty awesome Civ boot. What do you call it? Civ boot logo. I'm feeling tired. I'm not the best at ASCII art, and that has been made apparent on this live stream. So if you tuned in, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to end it here.